podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a motherfucking movie. So, today, we're going to jump straight into the topic. We're going to be talking about how a lot of black men actually become hood dudes, you know. And it's not what you think it would be. An honorable reason for a lot of these guys out here to say, "Oh, I'm from ETC and I'm out here and I'm representing and stuff like that." But the actual reason for a lot of these guys out here becoming hood dudes is because the black woman has loved hood guys, you know. Um, it's countless amounts of ways that black women will go and say, "Oh, he was too good for me," you know. This dude right here, he got me flowers. He met me at my door with flowers. He opened the door for me and stuff like that. And he was being honest with me, but I just didn't like him, you know. So what happens is these women have brothers, cousins, guys in the neighborhood, you know, um, um, and they're wondering, you know, they're going on a adventure of figuring out women. And what they're seeing is they're seeing that black women, all the good guys, that their sisters and cousins and friends and people at school, you know what I'm saying, all the good guys were getting played. You know what I'm saying? Black women did not, cannot, will not, and shall not, you know, do the right thing in bad situations. You know, it's hard enough being a man. And it's so hard to be a man because when you get with a chick, no matter what race she is, and you guys end up in a relationship and you decide that, oh, I want to take this to the next level, you know, and I want to move in, I want her to move in with me and stuff like that, or you guys want to share or whatever, you know what I'm saying, be like, oh yeah, this is my chick right here. And a lot of times what happened is a lot of these people get involved without understanding that you're in a space with an emotional being. You know what I'm saying? Women already not being on the right path as it is. You know, you done invited this lady, you know what I'm saying, in your life. And don't think that, you know, I remember I used to think women ain't gonna get mad, you know, ain't gonna have attitudes. Don't think she ain't gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that every day is gonna be wine and honey, you know. Um but the moral of the story is that most of us are, you know, most of us are not hood by choice. You know, most of us are not hood by force. Most of us are not hood by um any odd circumstances that's keeping you in a certain situation. You know, because I thought that if you was one of them real hood man, you know what I'm saying, like there were certain principles that you stood by. You know what I'm saying? There was certain things that you took pride in caring for the neighborhood, even though the odds was against you. But what we're seeing is we're seeing modern black women are factorizing making hood children. Can you believe that shit? These women are literally out here. Black black women are literally out here making clone hood guys. You know what I'm saying? The guys that they was interested in back in the day, guys that they had experiences with, rappers, people they seen on movies and stuff like that. They're putting all this on their kids. I remember when my mom gave me a whole. I was already bad enough. I remember when my mom gave me a whole fucking like every album. My mama had a collection of every album Tupac ever had, and she gave me that shit. And I was already knee deep in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And just listening to Tupac every day. You know what I'm saying? His revolutionary speaking and stuff. That makes you angry. You know what I'm saying? It makes you want to be something that you're not. Just be a lot of people be thinking that just because you're black, bro, it's just because you're black don't mean you have to be hood. Just because you're poor doesn't mean you have to be hood. We gotta look at it from a systematic perspective. From poor Jewish people, poor Germans, poor Africans, poor white people. They didn't make them. That didn't make them hood. You know, although they did things to and took risk that was kind of normal back in the day. Like say for instance, you had captains of ships who, and some of them captains of ships was pirates. So they'll host their colors, pull the pull a skeleton flag up, and then no sooner people see that flag, they know that means that, hey, we're pirates and we're coming aboard. Either you're gonna fight with your cannons or you're not. You know, um, but the sad part about African American people is that you know our cousins boost us up, female cousins boost us up to be hood. You know what I'm saying? Aunties, our mothers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody respecting the hood dude. Ain't nobody said nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to go out and actually, you know, make a honest living, like going in, clocking in the clock. Like they had old white people who used to work in fucking what you call them mines, some type of mine, coal mines. And they would clock in, and we don't have it as we don't have to do that type of work. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to go to the army if we don't want to. We don't have to go work at McDonald's if we don't want to. But what we're seeing that I'm gonna say 70% of black people that is coming along into this modern world, you know, has hood tendencies, you know, and that black women love hood guys so much, they claim they like hood guys, which they actually do. they modern black women has always loved hood guys. You know, they love them so much. You know, they got it, but they got it mixed up. You know, they don't actually, and then what happens is a lot of these black males end up going to be hood dudes, and they end up actually achieving the hood dude role, fighting with the police. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to the street code, doing things street dudes do, sell drugs, and what they're realizing is that they're not having any luck with black women. Black women are not respecting you no more than they're respecting any other man that, you know what I'm saying, is already established, different culture, etc. You see, black women loves most black women love the it's something about the rebellious when people rebel, you know, and go against certain things. Black women are just attracted to chaos. They're attracted to things that don't line up. Have you ever heard of some women? Some women are attracted to drama. You know, some people, a lot of women, especially black women, they have to have it. You know, in some form of fashion. I'm married, and sometimes I might say call my wife a fat bitch, just because I know she needs some drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I do it so much she's used to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, like, but yeah, yeah, we got some people in here tonight. What's up? Good. What's good? What's good? What it is? Where you from? Have you ever seen guys risk their lives because black women talk so bad about black man? You know what I'm saying? Like this dusty. You know, last I heard, we were created from the earth anyway. So, and we're man. You know, they say dusty. Oh, you dusty. You this. You that. You see, most modern black women had it confused. They don't actually like the thug, and they don't like because there's so many black guys who thugging and stuff. They don't actually like that. What they're trying to say, because black women have a lot of modern black women have a hard time communicating things. You know what I'm saying? They actually like it when a man is portraying power. You know what I'm saying? You know, smoking weed, drinking, something that they think is fun. You know, and he has to have money. And what happens? A lot of guys who we are seeing, a lot of guys who are investing when you're taking the majority of your time to do something that affects you, including the street life, you're investing into that. So we know all fact that most guys who invest their time into this so-called street life culture, and most of them are not gonna um um most of them are not gonna be well off financially. You know what I'm saying? We know this. You know, I done seen guys. I'm from the hood. Let's just say that I'm from a poor neighborhood where there's a bunch of guys who thug, so-called thug life. You know what I'm saying? M Town, M. I'm from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I've been all through down south. I love down south. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? But all street dudes do not have it in them to go off and sell crack, meth, marijuana, cocaine, lean, etc. You know, most guys try and they fail. You try and you fail. You try and you fail. I done seen dudes who can actually do this and not get robbed, not get murdered, what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But guys don't understand what comes with that. What comes with you're in the streets and you're supposed to be keeping the street code of no snitching. And so the dude down the street, he be like, "Hey, bro, I'm about to go rob this fool." The young boy, the young boy who was raised by a single mother. The mother ain't got nothing in the refrigerator, and so his mom raising him to be. And then he didn't got down with the Bloods or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He about to come get you. And he don't. And they ain't thinking. They ain't thinking that police pull by. You know, you got a case, you got to run, you get caught, 10, 20 years, felon with a possession of a weapon. It's absolutely not like a lot of you guys are not built for that. I'm not built for that. You know, um, I remember when I was lost and I tried, so I tried, I never sold crack. I mean, if I find it, because I'm in the hood, if I find it and I sell it, then what I'm saying, but I'm not gonna buy it, cook it, and sell it. You know what I'm saying? Like at first I used to do shit like that. Like I sell weed and stuff. But it was so paranoid. You know what I'm saying? Like to a point where if you don't give a guy what he wants, if he wants to borrow something from you and you don't have enough respect, you see all these hood dudes who black women are soldiering up out here to lose their lives. You know what I'm saying? You don't have enough respect in the streets and people don't, and your name ain't ringing bells. People will call the cops on you because you ain't giving this. You ain't, like, there's nobody's gonna make it in the street life. Nobody's gonna make it, just because you want to, the black women are dressing provocative and then they acting like they don't want you because you ain't hood enough. Fuck them hoes. Fuck that coochie. Fuck them. You do not want to. You do not want to get around. It got to a point where, let me say that again. It got to a point where I ain't no bad boy. Erasmo Reynoso. I ain't no bad boy. I know that. Ain't no bad boys on this channel. The only bad boys are the bad boys who come through. You know, we're we're I ain't gonna say your average is best, you know what I'm saying, but we cool. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, so it got to a point where, you know, technology changing, you know, um um technology changing, women are more a lot of black women took advantage of men, start taking more advantage of men, you know what I'm saying, throughout me growing as a man. You know what I'm saying? I seen it change, you know what I'm saying? I seen it go from where you can actually find a chick and say everything be cool till you get with a chick and you think it's cool, but she has ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys get with these chicks and be like, "Oh man, she's beautiful." Like, if you see a beautiful chick and she has on a red or a blue bandana, or she hang around them dudes that's in the streets, and you want to fit in, you know what I'm saying? You want that, and you're gonna slide through her crib and stuff. You're setting yourself up to get robbed, bro. I remember I had a car in Atlanta. I was standing in Atlanta. You know, I was running through females left and right, and met this chick. She told me to take her somewhere to go pick some up, and it was a setup. You know what I'm saying? I had the pistol under the seat. You know what I'm saying? And they came. It happened so fast, but the good thing about it is that I wasn't dressed like I really had anything, and my car was the traditional hood car, Grand Marquis, Crown Vic, something poor, and I didn't really look like I had anything. So I didn't really get robbed or anything, but that's just how a lot of guys end up going messing with these black women. And what happens is these black women be having ties to, they don't even know how to they, a lot of modern black women do not know how to untie themselves from bad people. You know what I'm saying? Like if she is in the gang and she looks good, trash. I don't want that. I know that a lot of women have to get banged. They got to get banged in there, and then the OGs and all this, and you trying to fit in. I'm from Memphis. You know, I'm not proud to be from the hood or whatever. I'm not proud to be raised in the circumstances that I was raised in. But I'm from a place where all through middle school, well, really high school, middle school, kinda, people already knew what type of gangs they was affiliated with and shit. So a lot of them females in Memphis, you got Grape Street, Crips, you got Vice Lords, you got Crips, you got Bloods, you got GDs. You got these females be banging. And if you think that it was a time where I would go off to a chick's neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Like meet her and be like, hey, where you stay at? Never again. You know what I'm saying? If you say you stay, like if you say you stay in a certain part of town, I'm not pulling up on you. I don't care. Ain't no cookie that good, you know. Um we have to be cautious. A lot of modern black women, selling their soul left and right. Fast money. They don't care nothing about you. You trying to come over, you cash shopping her. You know what I'm saying? Trying to she like, oh, can you cash out me? You still coming and stuff like that. They don't care about your safety. You know, like them dudes are like I'd have been places where guys are gorillas, like gorillas in suits, like Kanye and like niggas in Paris, like you know what I'm saying, like Tupac and Biggie and the rap music Tupac and Biggie made and they gang and shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And niggas and most of the dudes, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, the only dudes who was able to sell drugs and shit like that, you had to be grimy. You have to be grimy. Like in Atlanta, when I stayed in Atlanta, most of the dudes who was out there selling crack and all that shit, these dudes, anybody can't do that. Like, if you go somewhere, like, I'm from Memphis, you go to Atlanta, you go to Houston, you go to Florida, and you think you about to set up shop, you about to come through and set up shop, they have all different types of gangs. And I'm pretty sure the police was working with them niggas on Broadway. Yeah, Broadway in Atlanta. The police working with them because these dudes out there faithfully. You know what I'm saying? Out there faithfully. selling packs, out there faithfully with stacks of money. And let me, a regular person like me or you, go out there and try to do what they doing, bro, you gonna die. Like, for real. Like, it's not a game. And a lot of people be like, oh, it's ways around that. I could be secretive and stuff like that. Nah, bro. You can't be secretive because how you gonna trust how you gonna trust a coke head? How you gonna trust a meth head that you just sold some work to? You know, I thought that they want to get high, and so if I got a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying, to be like, hey, bro, what the fuck? Who would that dude right there just got down, came over here? You know what I'm saying? I was just like Memphis. Memphis, like places like Memphis, everybody knows down there everybody when you get into the hoods. Because there's a bunch of hoods in all cities. There's a lot of different hoods. And when you get in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm seeing a lot of you dudes ain't going to the suburbs selling that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys doing that shit because a lot of us be doing this shit because of black women, guys. And it all falls back to trying to impress black women. You don't want to work. Black women say they don't like niggas with 9 to 5, so you don't want to work. You know, you don't want you don't want to go. You don't want to go get no legit money. That let me tell you something, sir. These streets don't love nobody, and and I'm telling you that from seeing guys run up on dudes. Guys, I just seen dude get. I just seen him 2 seconds ago. I done walked off, you know, and know he's selling drugs. Get shot up and he dying right there. And then for the women, 19, 18, 19-year old, you think you about to get some coochie and she say, hold on, this actually happened to me. Hold on, let me hit my shit. And I'm like, what the fuck she talking about? I'm like, oh, you got some weed or some shit? And this bitch pull out a pipe type shit. So a lot of us be talking about the street life. Street life ain't about shit. Street life ain't about nothing, man. I'm tired of jail. Like fuck jail. Motherfucker got down want to put me in a cell and give me some shit that ain't got no seasoning and ain't some shit they won't even get to their dogs. You know. And then you got these guys who go to prison and still be so brainwashed, and then they're goddamn going crazy about canteen. Come on, bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? Honey buns. I understand they gotta survive, bro, but no, I can't do it. And those are facts. You know, ill minor things. You know, um, over here we keep it real on Money Moves with Mem 2.0. You know, sometimes I be high to the sky. And matter of fact, where did I put my joint? Sometimes I be high and my words be all over the place, but usually I make my best videos when I don't smoke weed. But sometimes I just be all over the place and shit. Like right now, I'm looking for my. I just went to the fucking truck, so I don't want to go back to the truck. There we go. We got a blunt in the jug. There's something in there, guys. Yes, it is. There it is in the back. It's in the cut. You know. Um, you see, most black women are tricking themselves and tricking their children. You know what I'm saying? They're raising their daughters to be modern day prostitutes. They're raising their sons to be not stand up guys. They're raising their sons to not be different. you know. And if that, we even got some black women who are training their kids to say that it's okay to be homosexual at 5 years old. No child knows what they want at 5 years old. You know, we got people in this world, all over the world. America is one of the richest countries in the world. One of them. There's a couple more. You know, um, you got people all over the world who, if they had our position in life, the freedoms that we got, what I'm saying? Like, we got so many freedoms here. If they had the freedoms that we have as black people, and this generation or the next generation, they'll be rich. You know, and this generation or the next generation, they'll be rich. A lot of people be looking. You see all the immigrants trying to come over here and stuff. And they are coming over here for a better life to work. They only want to work, bruh, and do it the right way. Most of them, they want to work, raise a family, and stuff. And a lot of them have came in the past and still come every year and end up getting citizenship and becoming way more successful than most black people. And we've been here for over 500 years. We've been here for a minute. So we got to sit back and ask ourselves, like, okay, um, um, I love Migo. I love the essays. You know what I'm saying? I love my black people. Um, even though a lot of the stuff that's going on right now ain't right. Everybody thinks that what they're doing is right, but a lot of stuff that's going on is not right. You know, Mothers are raising their kids in single family households, and these mothers are not men. Let me say that again. These black mothers who are raising their children are not men. And what I mean by that is they're teaching. So, what would a woman want to be when she grows up? She probably want to be a receptionist. She probably wants to be a nurse. She probably wants to be, something feminine. But when it comes to a black man, there's so many industries that is easy if you learn the skills. Bricks, carpentry, plumbing, like learning the sewer system. People gotta go in them bitches. And they paying a grip to people who are replacing pipes. You know what I'm saying? Helping the whole team. You got bulldozers come through, replace the water pipes in the community. They ain't teaching their kids that. They teaching Ray, Pookie, and Ray how to be thugs. They teaching them basically how to be another man's bitch, because that's all they gonna be. If you can't get out here and be a man, if you can't get out here and be a man and work and at least have some type of honesty about yourself, you know what I'm saying? And if you have a family, at least try to make the shit work. You know what I'm saying? Even if you hate the other person, you be like, those are you see my eyes? I got kids. You know what I'm saying? I already know. At least try as hard as you can. That'll be the last decision in the world that you have to leave your kids. It just got that bad where police is, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give a damn if she was, if my baby mom was with another man type shit. At least try or work, be honest. You know what I'm saying? I made this my baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of this one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always watching, even if she move on and do what she do. Type stuff. Yeah, we have to be in line with righteousness. Um, Ancient civilizations, all different types of. We had Romans, we had Egyptians. We have the English. You know, um, at the moment. You know, but what there was always a natural order to things. Even the pyramids. Like a lot of people be like baffled about the pyramids. You know, um, and in my head, I'm like, I believe. Like, how can you not believe that something more greater, more oppressive, more fucking orderly, more? You had to have men or powers, some type of powers to build that. And you think niggas want to build some motherfucking pyramids in the desert? Come on. Like, I'd be like, oh no, 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 hell no. I'm trying to chill with the chicks and stuff. No, I ain't trying to do that. No. But, you know, um, I don't know if my light dimming out or what. What's going on? Seems like the screen's a little dark. Yeah. Man, we in here, bro. Like I be telling in the beginning of all my videos, life's a movie. Your life is a movie. No matter if you're sleeping outside. I remember I had hope. I used to be homeless. No matter if you're sleeping outside. If you guys check the last video I made, a reason why black people do not get rich. Like, I got 5 things. You gotta make them goals. So you can be homeless and make goals and be way more. I was homeless for okay. I was homeless for over off and on for over 8 9 years in Atlanta, and now like I'm like richer than family members. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich, but I'm richer. Yeah, I'm better than uncles, aunties. You know what I'm saying? Like credit. Like the whole time, nobody wasn't thinking about credit. Nobody wasn't thinking about working, stacking. Nobody ain't thinking about nothing. Like like I'm at a high position in my job. I get salary, bro. Like if I don't go to work, my check is still the same. Like if it's slow when I work, I get the same shit. If I work over though, you know what I'm saying? I get the same shit, but it's enough type shit. Like yeah. So I'm here personally to tell you that don't let nothing defy what you can do out here. Like I remember people talked about me so fucking bad. I done slept on cardboards. I done slept in abandoned buildings. I done slept in parks. I done traveled from Atlanta, Houston, Florida. I used to be homeless in Florida in the wintertime. I used to hustle and stuff. And I never knew how and why, you know what I'm saying? But still yet, I'm better than everybody, a lot of people in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes out here is struggling like fuck, bro. Like, and I'm over here trying to fight these folks' lies. Like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like you when you listen to these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people are not at your best, don't have your best interests at heart for real. Like straight like that. Yeah. And I remember one of T.I.'s songs, he had said I could fall back 10 years, still you still ain't ahead of me. Crazy. Like some people we gotta learn and teach ourselves how to manage. Number one, I'm gonna say the 5 things from the last video. I I gotta remember. The first one was the reasons why a lot of black men will not get rich in this country and not getting rich today when it's the richest time in the world is because number one, managing money. I'm at setting goals. Two, managing money. You have to. The goal aligns with you managing your money. So if your goal was to get an apartment, a small goal like that, or a house, and that rent, so now you're managing money from your job. You be like, okay, this go right here. And fucking the third thing was uh patience. You know, you can be overly aggressive with somebody who could be your potential customer. You know, learning how to be humble. The fourth thing was managing credit and something else. But if you guys want that, you got to get it on the other video. Man, but that's all I got for this live today, man. I appreciate y'all for stopping through, and I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next video. And always remember, fellas, it's a motherfucking movie. Over and out.